What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot. I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first time I see is the first time I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would gratefully appreciate that. Shout out to my notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, everybody, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was Libra. So we're gonna go ahead and get it poppin'. Shout out to Team Libra. Shout out to Junie C. How you doing? Hope you guys are doing well. As always, guys, if you're interested, I do want to mention, if you're interested in a personal read, you can check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. That link is in the description box below if you would like to book me there. Real quick, I'm going to say what's up here to some peeps, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Junie C, what's going on? What's poppin', Kayani? Bia Bay, Sierra, what's going on? Tiger Eye, Moon in Cancer, Libra, what's going on? God's anointed daughter, Laced Up, what's going on? Amy, what's going on? CMG, hey, what's going on? Unapologetic Converse, how are you? What's going on, guys? Hope you're all well, and I hope you enjoyed your weekend here too. Amy, welcome in. Without a further ado though, here, everybody, appreciate you tuning in. Valerie, Daniel, thank you guys very, very much, and let's go ahead here and get started out today with Team Libra. So what insight and information do we got rolling on in here, please, for our zodiac sign here of Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs coming on in to the next 24 hours. What's going to be going on here with our beautiful Libra peeps? What messages and insights do we got showing up here for Libra in the next 24? Libras, are you guys okay? And I only say that because I have a lot of Libra peeps in my life right now who are just straight up going fucking through it, okay? There's a lot of Libra peeps in my life who have kind of been going through it recently. So let's get one more shuffle and see what the heck is going on, okay? Let's go ahead here and have ourselves a look. Starting out here with the overall energy, Libra, we have here the Queen of Cups. So I definitely feel like it may be a little bit of a sensitive time here for some of you. I do feel like emotionally speaking, you are more heightened and more receptive here to what it is you're actually feeling. Having a look here at the current energy, High Priestess. Looking at what you're dealing with here, guys, we have here the Temperance card, or sorry, the Judgment card, excuse me. And looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the Knight of Swords in reverse. Really interesting energy coming into play here so far. It's almost like I feel a very judgmental energy surrounding you. It could be a Scorpio, it could be a Pisces, but there's a very judgmental energy I feel kind of surrounding you, and I think you're getting very tired here of trying to communicate, you know, what you're trying to get a point across. I keep hearing you're trying to get a point across to somebody, but they're not receptive of it. Or like you're trying to get you're trying to explain yourself, you're trying to express yourself emotionally, but somebody isn't receptive to it. Because looking at the outcome here, you have that Knight of Swords in reverse, which is representative here of somebody not understanding you, somebody not paying attention to your communication, or basically you not being heard. So I feel like a very avid frustration coming off your energy here, Libra, where you're not feeling like you're being heard, okay? So I do feel like you want to express yourself emotionally, but somebody here once again isn't being receptive to that, and their judgments that they're making seem to be incredibly false. You know, High Priestess card here is the card of secrecy, but it's also the card here of your intuition. It's the card here of your self-expression. I think that it's like you're trying to show somebody what you feel authentically, but they either keep getting rubbed the wrong way, or they're judging you or misjudging you in a way that's really beginning to tick you off on an emotional level. So you just feel like you're being very misunderstood here, or very miscommunicated with everything you're trying to say and everything you're trying to represent here to someone. So I feel your frustration, you know? I think if there's any advice I can give you, let people show up as they are. You know, I think it was one of the best things I ever learned in 2020. I had a personal thing kind of going on in my life, and I started to realize there's no point in trying to get people to see you how you see yourself. There's no point in trying to get people to understand you if they're not choosing to. Let people show up as they are, because the moment you try to change their perception, if their mind's already made up, they're not changing it unless they choose to. Remember, people will choose to look at you how they choose, keyword, to look at you. And if they're not choosing to change their opinion or be open to a different kind of view on you, then they've already had their mind up, and that is simply that. Don't live your life trying to have somebody see the real you if they're not willing in the first place to see the real you. Point blank, motherfucking period, okay? So Libras, I sense your frustration. I understand your frustration. Definitely been there. Not a fun situation to be a part of, but don't waste your time trying to get your point across to somebody who, to be quite frank, isn't trying to be open to what you actually feel in the first place. You know, go around with the people who resonate with you and focus on the people who resonate with you and understand you. But don't spend your time trying to have somebody get you if they're not willing to get you in the first place. Okay? Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Libra, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you for tuning on in. So we did start out here, guys, with our air signs for the daily read. We're going to do air, water, fire, and earth for the daily lineup. So let's hop on into our water signs and have a look here at the lovely and amazing Scorpio gang. Let's see what's popping here, baby. What insight and information, please, is going to be rolling on in here for our zodiac sign of Team Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got going on here, please, for the zodiac sign here, Team Scorpio? Moving on into tomorrow, Scorpio, maybe about one more shuffle, and we'll take a look here at you and see what we got going on. Scorpio, overall energy for you is the 8 of Cups. You could be walking away from someone or something. Having a look here at the current energy, we have a 7 of Cups. What you're dealing with, guys, we also have here a 4 of Pentacles. And taking a look here at the outcome, Scorpio, is going to be the 10 of Swords in the upright position. So I do feel like some sort of ending is coming into play here, but I feel like you want to level or weigh in your options. If this is about work, you might be thinking about walking away from your job and trying out a whole bunch of different career opportunities or options. If you are in a relationship with somebody, or if you've been exclusive with somebody, you might want to get back out there and start dating. You know, I'm definitely feeling like you want to have options and you're tired of limitation. So if you're a Scorpio and you've been feeling rather limited lately, I definitely do feel like for your next 24-hour period, you don't want to be confined by any kind of limitation. Therefore, you want to open yourself up here to the 7 of Cups, having more options, having more opportunities. You know, looking at what you're dealing with, 4 of Pentacles. You've been dealing with situations where you've been dealing with limitations. You've been holding on to those limitations and saying there's nothing else out there for me. But I definitely feel like moving into the next 24, it's about realizing there is a whole bunch of many things out there for me. But in order to experience that, I need to let go of what I'm holding on to so tightly. You know, maybe for some of you, you've been holding on to a relationship so tightly that hasn't been very serving for you. Maybe you've been holding on to a job so tightly that hasn't been very serving for you either. But you've reached your limit here where you're recognizing, why the fuck am I holding on when I could be letting go and I could be opening up to different types of possibilities and different types of new situations. So Scorpios, I think that you're ready here for a new beginning. I think that maybe you restricted yourself prior because you didn't believe there were other options out there. But there's something really good about the energy tomorrow where I think you're going to finally realize there is more options out there. There are more opportunities out there for me. I just have to be willing to say, I'm done keeping myself stuck here and I'm going to explore what else is out there. And I feel like once you guys get to that point, that's when you're going to start to see the many different opportunities and options you have right before your very eyes. So I feel like if you've been limiting yourself, you're walking away from that very limiting situation tomorrow, and you're finally opening up to everything else that you can experience, okay? Really, really cool. Take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Scorpio, thanks for tuning in here anyhow. Much love and appreciation to you, okay? All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our air, we did our water. Coming up next is going to be our fire signs momentarily, okay? Real quick, what's going on, guys? Appreciate you so much tuning in. Hey, Olivia, how are you? Thank you for coming on by. Hey, Crystal. What's going on, Tex? You said, hey, Ant, looking good as always, man. Hey, chat, hope you're all well. I'm doing great, man. I hope you're doing great as well. Thank you for tuning in here tonight, man. I really appreciate it. What's up, Selena? You said, Ant, I love to come back and see you growing and glowing and doing so well. I remember those the basement days. I've been here a while. Appreciate you for being here for that long time that we've been here. We've been here, what? Oh, I think it's been 6 years already. So we're going on 7, which is fucking nuts. But thank you so much for being here for the past 6 years. It means a lot to me. Thank you very much. And shout out the basement days. Those were definitely some pretty fun times. For sure, for sure. But all right, guys, let's get back to it. We're going to hop on into our fire, and we're going to take a look here at the birthday peeps and see what's going on here for Team Leo. So what insight and information, baby, do we got popping on through here for our zodiac sign of Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus coming on in to the next 24 hours. What's going to be showing up here for Team Leo, please? Moving on into tomorrow. Team Leo, what's going on? Let's get our last shuffle, and we'll see what's popping. Leo, overall energy for you is a 10 of Cups in reverse. You could be connecting here possibly with a water sign like a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Taking a look here at the current energy, we have here the Hermit in reverse. what it is you're dealing with. You got here the Nine of Pentacles, and then taking a look here at the outcome here for you, Team Leo, is going to be the Moon card in the upright position. So let's go ahead over here and talk about it. Two things I want to note: you could be connecting with a Virgo. You could also be connecting here with a Pisces, because we got the Moon card. We also have here the Hermit card, so take that if it resonates. Now, I feel like with that 10 of Cups in reversed here paired to the Hermit reversed, what this is saying for you, Leo, is there's some sense of dissatisfaction showing up here in your next 24-hour period. I feel like you're returning to some sort of dissatisfying time. I definitely feel like you're tired of going back and forth between satisfaction and dissatisfaction is what I'm hearing. So on an intuitive level, what the reading is telling me is you're tired of sometimes things being great and things being not so great. And this is a hot and cold energy. You could be experiencing this in a romantic relationship, a friendship. You could be experiencing this at work. Maybe you're dealing with a boss who's very hot and cold. But I feel like you're getting to the point where it's like, I need to be confident and I need to stand my ground. I know what I want, and I don't want to deal with somebody who's so very inconsistent. I don't want to deal with somebody who may potentially have mood swings or may potentially have a mood that is so emotional or shifty, kind of like the moon, right? How the moon can change the tides. It's almost like you're dealing with a person or situation where the tides change very often. It can go from being very, very low tide, very beautiful, very awesome, to very high tide where it's watery, emotional, intense. And I think you've hit that point where it's like, confidently, I think I'd be better off alone. I know that in my own energy, I could be much more happier than dealing with inconsistency. Okay, so this can be representative of anything, a job, a romantic relationship, a friendship, but I feel like you're tired of the hot and the cold. You know, I think you've reached a point where you need more consistency and good vibes, and if somebody's not going to bring those good vibes to the table, or if a situation is not going to bring those good vibes to the table, it's time for you to maybe stand alone until you can find something that will resonate with that frequency you're putting out. Okay, so definitely see where you're coming from for sure. You know, your energy means everything, and you have the right to protect it. All right, Leo, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you for tuning on in. So we have done our fire, water, and air. Coming up next, guys, is going to be our earth signs, and we're going to check in here with Team Virgo. So let's go ahead over here and get it popping and see what's going on here for the lovely Virgo gang. Okay, what insight and information, please, do we got rolling on through here for Team Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming on into the next 24 hours. What insight and information, please, do we got showing up here for Team Virgo? Moving on into the next 24 hours. Virgo, we're going to get about 2 more shuffles, everybody, and we'll see what's coming into play for you. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Let's go ahead here, Virgo, and have ourselves a look. Team Virgo, overall energy for you is a 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Taking a look here at the current energy, we have here the Knight of Swords in the upright. Okay, taking a look here at what it is you're dealing with, you have here the 3 of Pentacles, and taking a look here at the outcome for you is going to be the 9 of Swords in the reverse position coming into play here for you as well. So let's see what we got going on here for you. Now, first and foremost, Virgos, you begin here with that 9 of Pence reversed, and then you pair that here to the Knight of Swords in the upright position too. It seems to me like for your next 24-hour period, you are saying something where you're not feeling all that confident. Virgo, I just want to throw this out here for you. Mercury's in retrograde, so this is definitely the time to be mindful of any kind of moment where we agree to things we don't want to agree on. You know, Mercury retrograde sometimes can bring in pressure, or we can feel very pressured. And I get a situation tomorrow where you feel a little bit pressured here. Like somebody might be trying to get you to invest in something. Maybe somebody's trying to push you to buy a car or to purchase some kind of property or to sign some kind of agreement. And I'm just feeling an energy where, watch out. Somebody seems to be wanting to get you involved into something, but if you're not so confident getting involved into it, don't let yourself get pressured. Remind yourself this is the best time to think things through, to double check everything, to think twice before we act. We don't want to make any sort of impulsive or rash decisions. So if you find yourself in a bit of an awkward spot tomorrow where you're feeling a little bit pressured, or you don't know per se if you want to invest in something or what somebody's presenting to you, I would say don't just jump or dive right in. This is the perfect time to really think twice before you act. And if you don't want to be involved in something, simply don't, okay? Don't put yourself in an uncomfortable position if you don't want to be a part of it, all right? Looking at the outcome here, 9 of Swords reversed, I think for many of you, you're going to end up saying, you know what? Something here is uncomfortable. I don't want to invest in it, but I feel like the main message here is a warning saying, hey, this kind of situation could show up. And if it does show up for you moving into tomorrow, make sure to use your discernment and to not agree to anything that you don't particularly want to agree to. So give yourself that time here, okay? to really figure out, is this what I want to do? Is it not? Think twice before you act. Really think through your decisions before you make any sort of rash decisions potentially. It's just a perfect day here to really give yourself give a situation or give what's being presented to you some thought before you dive right in, okay? Like I said, I feel like for most of you, with the outcome here being the Nine of Swords reversed, most of you probably won't agree to something you're not interested in, but it could be a day potentially where it feels easy to be pressured. So try to be as mindful of that and as aware of that as possible so that you don't get pressured into something you don't want to be a part of, okay? Interesting storyline. Not sure if it'll resonate, but take it if it does, leave it if it doesn't. But Virgo, let's go ahead and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you very much for tuning on in here nonetheless, okay? All right, guys. We finished up here our first batch of the daily read. We will be getting into our second batch here shortly, all right? What's going on, Lee? You said, Aunt, how did you get your owie between your eyebrows? What do you mean, an owie? I got nothing going on here except, I think, a third eye. What's going on, Crystal? You said Pisces in a relationship with a Scorpio. That's what's up. I love water sign relationships. I'm a Cancer with a Pisces, so water signs do click with water signs for sure. Yes, the basement days were iconic as fuck, Tex. They really were, man. I miss the basement days sometimes, man. That's when the channel was like at its fucking peak, bro. But it was so fun, and I was still such a young kid. I was on cloud nine, you know. Now I'm an adult, and I'm like, okay, things are different, you know. But being 18, man, that was a time of my life, you know, shooting the shit with you guys, doing readings back to back, all hours of the night. It was so fun back in the day, for sure, for sure, for sure. I'll be getting to Aquarius shortly. Thank you, though, for tuning in. I appreciate it, Sheena. Thank you. Also, guys, if you're enjoying yourselves tonight, please do hit that like button. Helps out a lot more than you know. If you're new, consider subscribing. I'd be happy to have you. So thank you very much for being here. Okay? All right, though, y'all. Let's get back to it. We did start out here with our air signs for today. So we're going to be hopping on back into the air. And we're going to take a look here at Team Aquarius. So let's see what we got going on for the Aqua Baby, okay? What insight and information, please, is going to be showing up here for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming on in to the next 24 hours. What's going on here, please, for our zodiac sign here of Aquarius? Moving on into tomorrow. Team Aquarius, I want to get one more shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on with you. Hopefully all great things. Taking a look here at the overall energy, we have here the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Looking at the current energy, Aquarius, the Page of Swords, what it is you're dealing with. We have here the Four of Swords. Looking at the outcome for you, we have here as well a Page of Wands in reverse. Pretty interesting, kind of similar to what I was mentioning to Virgo, but in your case, for you, Aquarius, I feel like tomorrow's a day where you feel hesitant to do something. You're connecting with an energy that doesn't seem very reliable. And I feel like this is a pretty common theme I'm seeing so far in today's daily, where you don't want to deal with lack of reliability. This could be potentially something work-related, something relationship-related, but you've reached a peak here with someone that you feel is too disconnected, too pulled back. So you could be connecting with somebody here who's rather disconnected, and I think for you, it's like I'm hesitant to progress with them going forward. You know, this makes a lot of sense in love. Like, why would you want to progress with somebody in love if they're incredibly emotionally detached? Why would you want to progress with a business with someone if they are never on top of things, or if they're never reaching out to you and they're super detached from their business? So you've hit kind of a limit where I don't want to invest in somebody who's not going to be invested in me, and it makes a total bunch of sense. You know, looking at the outcome here, you're getting disinterested because, with that all being said, you want somebody to show interest, and due to their lack of interest, it's made you lose interest as well. Okay, bit of a tongue twister what I said there, but you're losing interest because someone here has lack of interest, and that's what it comes down to. It's like, damn, this situation had a lot of promise and opportunity, but because somebody here is not genuinely making their investment, that opportunity is at a loss, that opportunity is at a waste, and I'm not going to invest in somebody or something that isn't particularly investing in me. It's a waste of time. So you are pulling back here on someone or something that's been pretty disinvested and detached from you. You don't want to get into that type of energy if there's not going to be consistency and somebody here is not going to be showing up. So, you know, maybe some of you here are just turning down a job because it just seems like they're never going to reach out to you. Maybe some of you here are turning down a partnership with someone because they're so incredibly emotionally detached, or maybe you are just no longer really hanging out with certain friends because they're not making themselves available. So you've hit a bit of a peak here where if you're going to be so detached from me, I'm just going to mirror that same energy back to you, you know? For sure. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Aquarius, let's go ahead here and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you guys for tuning on in. So we have done our air. Let's go ahead, guys, and hop back into our water and check out Team Cancer. Moving on into tomorrow. What insight and information, please, is going to be showing up here for our zodiac signs here of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here, everybody, for our zodiac sign here of Cancer? Moving on into tomorrow. Let's go ahead here and have ourselves a look. Cancer, what do we got going on here for ya? Overall energy for Cancerian is a 3 of Cups in reverse. Taking a look here at the current energy, Cancer, we got here the 4 of Wands in reverse. Whoa, looking at what you're dealing with. 10 of Swords reverse, looking at the outcome. Cancer, Ace of Pence reversed. You're at a standstill with somebody. You don't know how to feel, and you're in limbo. 10 of Swords reverse means, I don't know if I'm moving forward with you, or I don't know if I'm cutting you off. You're kind of in a bit of that weird space with somebody that you have some kind of relationship to, romantic or platonic, it doesn't matter. But you're in a weird space with somebody tomorrow where you're not happy with them. You're not in a harmonious union with them. But you're also not cutting them off either. You kind of don't know where you stand. And I think that this is a to be determined kind of message where you need more time to really figure this out. You need more time to really think things through on what you want to do next. I do sense a feeling of disappointment with that 3 of Cups reverse, Cancer. I do feel like to a degree you're disappointed about something tomorrow, or disappointed in a person, or maybe even a group of people, because 3 of Cups here could be representative of more people being involved in this situation. But I feel like you're disappointed, and it's definitely shifted the trajectory of your relationship, 4 of Wands in reversed, with somebody in your life who I do feel like you were kind of near and dear to, somebody who you were kind of close with. So the trajectory here, the relationship has shifted, okay? There was a dynamic shift showing up here, and now you don't know where you stand. It's weird. You know, there's definitely some weird vibes. I don't know what happened, you know, in your connection with someone, whether it was a friend or a romantic person or, you know, a coworker, who knows. But despite what happened, guys, you feel a little weird, and you don't really know where things are going. So I would recommend give yourself some time. You know, I think that whatever happened that's initially disappointed you or upsetted you, it's going to be a process to figure out how you feel, and it's going to take some time here, Cancer, to kind of figure out how you feel. And I would give yourself that space, because when you take space away from the person and you take space away from the situation, it allows you to kind of conceptualize your thoughts and conceptualize how you truly feel. So when you get to that point where you figure it out, then make a decision. But I think right now you're kind of just taking everything in reference to whatever's happened. So give yourself time to take it all in and to process it before you make any sort of final decisions. I think that that would be your best bet. So if you need to take a break from someone, don't hesitate to figure things out in your own time and make decisions later. Okay? Keep it, you know, take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Cancer, appreciate you tuning in here anyhow. All right, much love and appreciation to you guys. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have done our water, we've also done our air, guys. Let's jump back into our fire, and let's take a look here, y'all, at Team Sagittarius. Hopefully we are looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. What insight and information, please, is going to be showing up here for Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus coming into the next 24 hours. What's going to be going on here for Sagittarius, please? Moving on into tomorrow. Sagittarius, we're going to get ourselves about 3 more shuffles, very oddly specific. And we'll see what we have in store for you, man. Hopefully we're looking at some really wonderful stuff. Team Sagittarius. Overall energy coming into play here for you is going to be an Ace of Wands in reverse. Having a look here at the current energy, we got a Knight of Wands in the upright. What you're dealing with, Saggy, we have here the Hangman card. And looking at the outcome for you, Sag, is going to be the Knight of Wands in the reverse position as well. So, Sagittarius, let's see what we got going on here for you. First things first, you do begin here with that Ace of Wands in reverse, and then you pair that here to the Knight of Wands in the upright too. So, you don't know where the future is going, but you definitely want to get the hell out of Dodge with that Knight of Wands is what I'm feeling, because looking at what you're dealing with, Hangman card, the Hangman card represents the feeling of being trapped or the feeling of being stuck. So you don't know where you're going, but you want to get the hell out of there, far away from where you're at currently. You want to experience something different. So maybe some of you are feeling stuck in a relationship and it's like, hey, I don't know who I'm going to end up with or what my future in love is going to be, but I'd rather be single than be stuck with this person. I'd rather be at a different job than be stuck in this hellhole. I'd rather move somewhere else than live in this damn apartment. You know, there's this energy that's showing up here where anything is better than here. that I'm feeling for you. So looking at the outcome, you got the King of Wands in reverse. It's like, I just don't have a sense of where I want to go, but I know that I definitely don't want to be here. So why not explore is my question to you. Because at the end of the day, if anything is better than here, then let's find whatever anything may be. Let's go out there and experience and see what else life has to offer. You know, anytime we feel stuck or trapped, we always have that freedom to walk away. We're never truly trapped unless we let ourselves be. So if you're feeling trapped in a relationship and you're not happy with your partner, break up with that person and see your options and be single. If you hate your job, this is the perfect time to explore different jobs. Get out there, try something fucking new that you've never done before. Get a job in between if you just need income. Go work in fast food if you need income in between, and then find something more satisfying by reaching out and branching out and seeing what what the world has to offer. So don't keep yourself stuck. If you're unhappy, there is more the world has to offer. And I think that you're in that phase where it's like, well, I don't know what comes next, so do I want to take that leap of faith? Do it anyway. Because how the hell are you going to get to the next stage in your life figuring out what you want if you're not going out there testing the waters? How are you going to know what's on the other side if you're not leaving behind what's making you feel so trapped in the first place? So don't be afraid, Sagittarius, to get the hell out of Dodge and try something new. Don't keep yourself stuck. You will only stay stuck if you're choosing to, okay? So with that all being said here, guys, spread your wings and fly. There are new things out there for you to experience, but in order to get there, you have to let go, okay? I love you, Saggy. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you guys so much for tuning on in, okay? All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Text said, Sagittarians are living in Ant's old basement and dealing with the pipes. Literally, you know, as much as I love that old basement, I love this office a heck of a lot better, okay? Anyhow, though, guys, we've done our fire, water, and air. Up next will be our earth signs, and we will be checking in with the Capricorn, so Cappies, do stay tuned, baby. And let's go ahead here and get it popping. What's going on here, Team Cappy? Let's take a look, okay? What insight and information, please, is showing up here for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Moving into the next 24 hours, what's going to be going on here, everybody, for our zodiac sign here of Capricorn? Moving on into tomorrow, Team Capricorn, Cappuccino. One more shuffle coming in for you, and we'll see what we got going on here, baby. Capricorn, overall energy for you guys is a Page of Pentacles. You might be connecting here with a Earth sign, fellow Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. Taking a look here into the current energy, we have here the Ace of Wands upright. What you're dealing with, Capricorn, we got here the Knight of Swords upright, and looking at the outcome, Cappy, is going to be the the 5 of Cups in the upright position too. So let's go ahead here and check it out and see what's coming into play for you. Capricorn, you begin here with that Page of Pentacles upright, and then you pair that here to the Ace of Wands upright too. I definitely feel for many of you, you are getting your feet in the water, you know, you're dipping your toes in the sand. It feels to me like you're trying something new here, and I think you're starting to really like it. Looking at what you're dealing with, Knight of Swords, things are escalating quickly. Things are starting to become rather interesting for you. I feel like, let's say, for example, you've been, you know, kind of dabbling in a new career or dabbling in a new connection with somebody. There's this sense of, I didn't know how much I would like it, but I'm starting to like this really fast, or I'm starting to like this person really quickly. So you've invested in an opportunity a little bit, but it seems like it's starting to become much more of interest a heck of a lot quicker. Now, with the 5 of Cups showing up for the outcome, it's interesting because you know that if I invest in this new thing, I have to leave what I have in front of me behind. If I invest in this new person, maybe I need to leave my person behind. If I invest in this new job, maybe I need to leave my job behind. It's scary going into that new beginning. But it's also exciting because that new beginning's been calling you. You're noticing your interests are shifting, your interests are changing. And we can be creatures of habit and comfort, and it can be really uncomfortable to walk out of our comfort zones because now we no longer have something to go back to when we're jumping into something new. So, Capricorn, the best way I could put it is that if whatever this new thing is that's in front of you is bringing you more excitement and joy than what you're currently dealing with, maybe it's time to recognize that you're wanting more. Now you're receiving more with this new thing in front of you. Maybe it's worth taking that leap of faith and seeing what this new beginning can be. You know, the more we stay in our comfort zone, the more we're not going to grow. But we have to get uncomfortable in order to grow in general. So staying in our comfort zone, we stay the same. Getting uncomfortable allows us the opportunity to grow. I say if something new is showing up here and you're getting interested into it very quickly, why not see where it goes? Maybe it'll be one of the best choices you've ever made, right? So I think this is worth taking a risk on. See what happens going forward. Of course, the choice is yours. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you, Capricorn, for tuning on in. So everybody, we have done our second batch of signs. We're going to hop into our last and final batch here soon. We're just going to take a short break, okay? Amy said we're due for a late night hang. I know. We will get a late night hang for sure soon. For sure. I definitely have been thinking about it for the past couple days. I have just been so incredibly fucking tired, to be honest. So have not had energy, have not had time. But I will say, man, one of these days I do want to kick it on here and do a late night hang with y'all, because I do miss having those chats and conversations. Oh, that's what's up, Be a Bay. You got into grad school and you're so nervous. Don't be nervous. You got into it, baby. That's what matters, right? You got into grad school, so you got to where you needed to be. Keep on working hard. Stay as confident as possible, and everything's going to be all right. Congratulations. That's super cool to hear. Really great news. Cappuccino, coffee, and tarot. That's what's up, Juliet. Love that for you. What's up, Eye of Crimson? It's 3 a.m. in the UK at the moment. Oh boy, I'm sorry for keeping you up. Feel free to get some sleep and watch the replay if you need to. 100%, but welcome in nonetheless. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's going on though, guys, man? What's up, Lush Allure? You said Gemini here. Thank you for your readings. You're amazing. You're welcome. Thank you. I appreciate you watching, man. I appreciate you guys more than you know, so thank you very, very much. Michelle said Aries and a late night hang would be cool. It would be for sure. I've been needing to get on it. 5:30 a.m. in Finland. Oh boy, Tex. You got to get some sleep after this, man. Finland always seems like such a cool place to visit, though. You're welcome, Be a Bay. Congrats again, for sure. For sure, for sure. All right, guys, let's jump back to it. We're going to be jumping into air, and we're going to be taking a look here at the Gemini. So let's see what we got going on, okay? What insight and information, please, is going to be popping on through here for our zodiac signs of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here, everybody, for the zodiac sign here of Team Gemini? Moving on into tomorrow. Geminis, what is going on with you? How you doing with the retrograde, you know? Mercury in Gemini. Let's see what we got, though. Let me get one more shuffle. I got to pick up a card that fell. There we go. And we'll see what we got going on. I don't know about you guys, but anytime Mercury's in retrograde for me, my communication is always so crappy. I feel like I communicate like shit. So if I happen to kind of jumble over my words, bear with me. It's not an easy time here to communicate. Nonetheless, let's see what we got going on here for you, okay? Gemini, overall energy for you, 4 of Cups in reverse. You might be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Coming into the current energy, 9 of Cups in the upright. What you're dealing with, guys, we have here the Chariot in reverse. Looking at the outcome for you is going to be the King of Cups in the upright position. So let's go ahead over here, guys, and begin. Geminis, 4 of Cups reversed here, 9 of Cups in 4 of Cups in reverse, 9 of Cups in the upright. I feel like you're pleased here with some sort of situation that involves you no longer talking or communicating to somebody. I think that you're happily no longer dealing with a person. Looking at what you're dealing with here, Chariot reverse, the energy that says you're no longer going forward with a person or with a situation. So I think you're happy you pulled back. Maybe you pulled back from someone you were dealing with romantically, or maybe you pulled back from a friend, or maybe you pulled back from a job, but I feel like you couldn't be happier. Looking at the outcome here, King of Cups, you feel like emotionally you're doing well, because chances are whatever this was or whomever this was you were invested into was quite a bit of an emotional drain. So you're getting your energy back. You're getting to a point where you feel good again, because you're no longer dealing with the energetic drain of what this person or what this situation was, right? So yeah, there's definitely a sense of detachment here, but it is for the best in terms of what you've needed for your mental health and what you've needed for your overall emotional well-being, okay? Looking at that 9 of Cups once again, it's like a victory here. You feel incredibly good. You feel very fulfilled at this time. And like I said, for your emotional health and your overall emotional well-being, you seem to be doing a heck of a lot better as you've backed off from some sort of energy showing up here at this time. So yeah, I do feel like you were probably dealing with some sort of energetic vampire. However, though, it feels good to be away from that energy vamp or that very, you know, draining situation, and you're now back in a place where your well-being is very well supported, okay, which is super good. Okay, I love that, Gemini. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Remember, guys, you don't need to stay involved in draining situations. Do what is the best for your well-being, because that is incredibly important for you, okay? And you deserve to have a great overall well-being in general, okay? Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have done our lovely air. All the air signs are finished here for the daily read. Coming up next is going to be our water signs, and we'll be checking in here with Pisces shortly, okay? So let's go ahead here and have ourselves a look. What insight and information, please, is going to be showing up here, everybody, for the zodiac sign here of Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming on in to the next 24 hours. What's going on here, everybody, for the zodiac sign of the Fish? Moving on into tomorrow. What's popping here for the Fish? Hopefully some pretty fantastic stuff. Let's go ahead here and have ourselves a look. That was a really quick shuffle, Pisces. So, overall energy, 5 of Swords reversed. You don't want to argue. You don't want to talk. You don't want anything. Pisces feels kind of like a vibe of shutting down. I think you're tired of explaining yourself. I think you're tired of feeling unheard. I think you're also tired of arguing, if that's what you've been doing. But you're definitely in this energy where it's like, I just don't want to talk to anybody or whoever this particular person is. I just want to chill. I just want to relax. I just want to unwind. So it seems like one of those days. Having a look here at the current energy, we have here the 8 of Swords reversed. I want somebody to be out of sight. I want somebody to be out of mind. Looking at what you're dealing with, Queen of Wands reversed. Definitely a very harsh energy. When the Queen of Wands is in reverse, this could be somebody who's very bitchy, somebody who's very rude, all right? It also even could be representative, unfortunately, at times of infidelity. So, you know, if any of you are unfortunately dealing with that, I know why you don't want to talk to your person, okay? Looking at the outcome here, Pisces, 3 of Wands. I need some distance. I need a moment. I need some space. Now, when a Pisces sits there and tells you, hey, I need some space, that's when you know you done fucked up. So with that all being said here, Pisces, I feel like coming into your next 24-hour period, you want some space here from a particular person. It could be anybody, friend, family member, lover, but I think that somebody's attitude here has definitely been making quite a negative impact on you. And with that being said, you don't want to be around somebody providing such a negative attitude or providing any sort of negative feelings that you've had to endure, unfortunately. So yeah, I think that tomorrow somebody definitely seems to be in a bit of a raunchy or intense energy, and you just don't want to get involved in it. You're going to kind of isolate and say, hey, talk to you later, or when you fix your attitude, I'll communicate towards you. But excuse me, I don't feel like you want to be around somebody here with the way that they're treating you or the way they're communicating towards you, okay? So somebody here is definitely in a bit of a low vibe or low energy, and unfortunately that low vibe and energy they're projecting out, maybe not even just onto you, maybe other people, but it definitely seems to get projected in your direction, and you're not going to settle for it, and you're not going to accept it. And as you shouldn't, Pisces, right? There's no need to accept anybody's negative vibes. You always have the choice in the matter on whether you do or don't, and you're not going to deal with somebody's crappy attitude if that's what they're presenting to you, period. So Pisces, you're saying, I need some space, baby. If you're giving me that crappy attitude, I ain't gonna be here to deal with it, okay? Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you for tuning on in anyhow, Pisces. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving motherfucking forward. So all the water signs, guys, are finished up here for the daily read. Up next will be our fire. So we'll be tapping into the fire signs here momentarily, and we'll be checking out Team Aries here as well, okay? What's up, Corinna? You said I try to watch you often. I never catch your lives. Very grateful. I'm happy that you're here, man. That's what's up. Welcome, welcome in. I hope you enjoy the live stream. Thank you so much for being here. Also, I do want to say, hey, Kristen, you said, hey, Aunt, I'm sad that I missed most of this. I'm sorry to hear that, my love, but there's always a replay for sure. We're still hanging out. We still got 2 more signs to read, so enjoy, kick back, and relax, and thank you very much for being here, okay? All right, guys. Ram Fam, you're coming up next. Let's see what's going on here for Team Aries. Hopefully some wonderful stuff. What do we got going on here for the Ram Fam? Messages coming in here for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Moving into the next 24 hours. What's going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of the Ram Fam? In the next 24 hours, Team Ram Fam. Some of y'all need to get more sleep. I definitely feel the energy of sleep deprivation. irritability, and a lot of that can contribute to your sleep. So if you're feeling very irritable, loss of appetite, you don't really want to be around anybody, you're feeling very demotivated, get more sleep, guys, okay? Even if you need to take more time to prepare for sleep, like sleep hygiene, if you will, if you need to take more time to put away the cell phone, to turn off the TV, maybe read a book before you go to bed. I know I'm not a reader either, I get it, I'd rather watch a movie and then sleep, but you know, something like that can kind of wind down your brain before you actually go to bed can be incredibly helpful. So more sleep, I feel, is beneficial, guys. Don't hesitate to catch more Z's, okay? But let's see what we got going on. Aries, overall energy, 4 of Pentacles. Okay, having a look here at the current energy, we have here the 9 of Cups. What you're dealing with, Ram Fam, Knight of Pentacles. Looking at the outcome for you, we have here King of Pentacles showing up too. Someone seems to be moving a little bit too slow, and I feel like you are in a space where maybe you're not minding that too much. This is an energy where you are content where you are, you're comfortable where you are, you're kind of dreading something coming toward you, but it's coming toward you slowly. So it's like, I'm going to kind of soak up everything I have right now. This is a weird energy to communicate towards you or to kind of express towards you. And I feel like I'm going to have a different version of this reading as well. So let me explain what I'm feeling right now. Then I'll look at the cards again for you. So you know when you guys are anticipating something and it's not something you want to anticipate, like for example, maybe you hate the dentist, but you know you have a dentist appointment and you're like, fuck, it's coming up. Maybe the dentist appointment tomorrow gets delayed and you're like, you know what? That ain't for a while now. I can enjoy myself. I don't need to be anxious. I have time, right? Or maybe you're dreading a move. You got to move somewhere new. It's not what you want to do, but you know what's happening. And it's like, well, guess what? Here comes a delay. I have time. You know? So I'm feeling an energy where you're satisfied because you know that you don't have to do something dreadful or something you've been dreading just yet. Now, if that's not the way that this reading is being anticipated or interpreted, excuse me, I feel like you're in a space where maybe some of you are starting to see somebody moving slow, and it's a good thing for you. Because let's say that this, for example, is work related. Maybe you're in competition right now for a type of position. And one person seems to be doing worse while you seem to be elevating, getting better and better and better. You're like, let them move slow, baby, because the more slowly they move, the more room and time it gives for me to continue elevating my craft so that I can move myself into the position. So I almost kind of feel like you guys are feeling very satisfied and feeling very comfortable because you're seeing yourselves move into a very successful position. Whereas if anybody's in competition with you, they are miles and miles behind while you are constantly getting the upper hand. So yeah, I feel like, interestingly enough, on the flip side of what I was predicting, you guys have the upper hand in a situation, you guys are ahead in a situation where somebody here kind of seems like they're lagging behind, and that's going to work very well in your favor. So really interesting reading. I'm not sure if it's going to resonate to any of you. Take it if it resonates though, leave it if it doesn't, but I don't know, man. There's something about a competition I feel showing up or something of that nature, but I think that ultimately for you, Aries, you seem to be in good standing. Like if you are working very hard towards something right now, or working toward creating abundance and working towards creating self-satisfaction, and maybe there is something that could potentially mess that up, like maybe competition or maybe other things and other factors, I think that you're miles ahead in getting what it is you want. And I feel like if something was potentially going to be in the way, it probably isn't much of a threat of actually standing in the way of you getting what you want. Okay, so Aries, I would just say carry yourself highly in the next 24 hours. Don't feel threatened by anything that you're dealing with because I really feel like you have that success you're looking for right in front of you. So carry yourself with confidence. Don't allow anything to be threatening to you because you seem to be moving in the right direction. Okay? Super interesting. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But thank you for tuning in. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here, guys, with all of our fire, water, and air. Up next will be our earth signs. Real quick, Amy, thank you so much for the 222. You said, how do you always know? Are you stalking me? LMFAO, thank you. You're very welcome. Michelle said on point. Oh, shit. I guess it resonates, guys. Corinna said the reading resonates a little too much. Again, super grateful to be on live today. Holy crap. Yeah, I didn't think that reading was going to resonate with people. So that's super cool. Thank you, though, for tuning in. I appreciate you. Happy that you were able to catch me. Olivia said, true. I feel like every sign that Anne has read today has resonated. There you go. All right, guys. Listen, sometimes I got to remember I still got it, okay? There's going to be times where I doubt myself from time to time, okay? But motherfucker, I still got it, okay? Hell yeah, baby. Hell fucking yeah. After 6 years, I still can read my tarot cards. Crystal said, yes, this Aries is tired and I'm dreading this overnight shift. Oh boy. Overnight shifts are definitely rough. Not something I've ever tried per se, but definitely something I don't think I'd want to try. Yeah, definitely an intense time. So make sure you get some really good rest and, you know, drink your coffee and pull through. But best of luck for your shift tonight. Hey, what's up, Fawn? Hey, Aunt, I just got off work. I'll watch the replay for sure. Welcome in, Fawn. Appreciate you so much, okay? All right, guys. Our last but not least sign is going to be Taurus. So let's see what we got going on with you peeps. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty snazzy and fantastic stuff. Hey, Healing Hearts. How are you? Welcome in. All right, guys. Let's see what's going on. What insight and information do we got showing up here, please, for our zodiac sign of Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What's going to be showing up here for our zodiac sign of Taurus? Moving on into tomorrow. All right, Team Taurus, let's go ahead over here and see. Hopefully, we're going to be looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Taurus, overall energy for you is going to be the Fool card in reverse. You might be connecting here possibly with an Aries for a few of you. Having a look here at the current energy, we have here the Star card, what you're dealing with, Taurus. We have here the Sun. And looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Knight of Pentacles in the upright position. So let's take a look here, Bull Gang, and see what's in store here for you. First things first. You have a Fool card energy. I do want to mention you got Aries energy, Aquarius energy, and Leo energy coming into play here for your reading. But Fool in reverse and Star card in the upright. I feel like you are saying to yourself, I'm having such a difficulty reaching my goals, reaching my dreams of happiness, Sun card. But little do you know, slowly but surely, Knight of Pentacles, everything is in the works right now to get you to your dreams and to a place where you're happy. Sometimes it's dreadfully slow to get to where you want to go. Sometimes you put in hours. Sometimes you put in days. Sometimes you put in years to get to where you want to go. But inevitably you reach it. But I know sometimes it can feel incredibly fucking dreadful. And I think a lot of you have reached that point where you're saying, am I doing all this for nothing? It feels so slow, Knight of Pentacles. I have been trying my hardest to get to my dreams. I've been trying so hard to find the kind of life that's going to make me happy. But it's been incredibly slow. Well, as they say, slow and steady wins the race. As they say, inevitably, everything will work itself out. And it's incredibly true. And how do you know right now, with all the hardships you're facing, how do you know those hardships are not actually putting everything into motion right now to get you to where you exactly need to be? A lot of people will look at moments in their lives and say, this moment sucks when they're in the present moment, right? I'm going through a breakup, and it sucks so bad. And I hate the fact that I'm dealing with this breakup. And then 3 years later, they're in the happiest relationship with the person they're going to marry. And they reflect and go, you know what? I'm so glad me and that person broke up because I would have never met my beautiful husband or my beautiful wife. What you feel right now is a struggle in the future can be officially seen as a blessing in disguise. What you view right now as a hardship can be seen as a necessary means to an end in the future. So what I want you to know is that slowly but surely, your plan is unraveling. Slowly but surely, you are aligning to the life that's going to make you happy. You might not be there yet, and you might feel demotivated, and you might feel unhappy. But once again, everything you're viewing right now as the worst might actually be the best thing that could have happened that takes you to that next place. So for any Taurians who are watching, I'm not saying you have to perceive your situation right now as amazing, but little do you know, this could be the universe's way of making everything happen. Remember, nothing just happens out of nowhere, right? If we want to be rich, we don't just automatically have money that comes out of nowhere in our bank account. But let's say we want to be rich and suddenly the next day we're fired from our job. And then we're unhappy for a month. and we're unemployed for a month, and then we get fed up, and then we start our own business, and then that business is the business that generates us all the fucking money to the point where we're rich as shit. All these events have to unfold to get you to the goal that you desire to have. And sometimes those events are going to be tower moments that break away what's holding you back from the life you actually want. And when those tower moments happen, we can think the universe is working against us, where actually at the end of the day, the universe is knocking down the pieces in the way to get us to where we need to be. So little do you know right now, Taurus, I'm here to remind you, the universe is working in your favor. So don't lose out on the fact that everything is working out for you perfectly. Don't miss out on that. And even if it's slow, you're still going to get there. So let the universe do its thing. Let it take its time. Let everything unfold and play out how it needs to, but don't lose sight that you're on the right path. Everything does indeed happen for a reason, okay? I love you, beautiful Taurus. I know right now might feel like a demotivating time. It may feel like a time where nothing is working out, but I promise you, it's not that things are working against you. Actually, it's quite the opposite. Right now, everything is working with you. So really hold on to that energy and know that the universe is helping guide you to exactly where you need to be. Okay? All right, beautiful Taurus. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you for tuning in. Take it if it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. Okay? All right, baby. So that is our last but not least zodiac sign of the night. And with that all being said, guys, thank you all so much, man, for coming out here to today's daily reading. Much love and appreciation to all of you. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. It means the world to me. I hope you enjoyed yourselves, and I do hope you enjoyed your weekend. With that being said, guys, I do want to say, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, and of course, if you're new, consider subscribing. I'd be happy to have you. I'd love to welcome you here into the Soul family. Of course, if you want personal reads, you can visit my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. That information is linked down in my description box below. Other than that, not much more I feel like I need to mention. So thank you guys for being here very much. I appreciate it. And I will catch everybody, of course, in the next video. Guys, take care, enjoy your nights, and have yourselves a good one. Later, everybody, and peace. Been fighting